Welcome back to another episode. We are, it is a beautiful day outside, and you have to excuse me, I'm a little, not under the weather, but I've been inside all day. So it is your boy Napoleon once again, and we're gonna be trying to get Ivy going, at least closer to getting started today than we have been in the past here. So last couple days I've been at work, and it has been really like, all right, yeah, gotta go to work, and it is what it is. Gotta make that shmoolah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back here now to try to see if anything with this stuff has changed. So I'm over here looking at the oil pan. I have a small little something, so I'm gonna show you. This is what we got here, small little something. But I wonder if this was, yep, this was just me. This was user error, people, user error. So yeah, all right. So I mean, obviously there's nothing else that I see going on here, so which is a good thing. There is a little bit here, as you can tell. This is a little frustrating because I'm pretty sure that's gear oil here, so I can't really, I don't want to take all of this apart to try to figure that out, you know what I mean? I don't know exactly what it could be, but all this stuff gets really annoying really quick and really old. So the only way to actually like make sure everything is pretty solid is to actually drive this car, see how it goes, see how it functions. But one thing I did do while I was on my little bit of a break at work is that I did get this intercooler resprayed with the AMS logo, and I did get my my crossbeam. I got that all powder coated. It looks way better. You don't see any white or anything like that in there, so that looks really good. Kind of you know, sanded this down a little bit, made it look a little bit more shiny. But I got 3 or 4 coats of the AMS, you know, spray paint on there, or spray paint on my AMS logo. So should be good, should be good. So I think the only thing, honestly, only thing we really have left to do is to fill this transmission, fill the transmission up with fluid, and I think that's really it, honestly. So what I'm gonna do is, and put coolant in it, So I think what I'm gonna do now is pull this bad boy off here. I'm gonna do this right off camera because like it's just, I don't know if I'm gonna have to go from the top or if I can just do it from right here. But I have these little bags, Valvoline provides these little like, you know, what do you want to call that? Gear oil bags or whatever. Makes it so much easier that I don't have to mess around with it. But what you do is you crack that as a 17 millimeter, and you just pretty much just squeeze it in until it starts coming out. Very simple. So let me do that right now, and then we can actually move forward from there. All right, give me 1 minute. ladies and gentlemen, folks, so I do have the exhaust on. I actually had to go to the store, grab new hardware stuff. So, you know, a couple new bolts, screws and stuff like that. So, yeah, everything is tucked away, and the radiator is filled with water and coolant, so which is good. My front bumper has seen better days. It is crazy dirty, and I had to replace this tab over here. This tab on this side of the you know, the fender was pretty bad, and it was not holding up. So we are going to I'm pretty sure I have the keys inside the car, so we're gonna start this thing up for the first time and let it run for a couple minutes, and I'm gonna look for some leaks since my battery is in the trunk and such. I'm going to make sure this bad boy do have a constant tender on it all the time just to make sure I'm good, but seems like we're okay. Yeah, seems like we are okay. So fingers crossed. Not like I did anything super crazy, but just want to go through the gears quick just to make sure I'm good. All right, I'm pretty solid. So fingers crossed here. Oh, you know what? One thing I did forget to do. I'll do it after. Sounds smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And you know what? I will tell you this. It sounds smooth and it's really quiet. I don't hear anything from this engine. So that means that twin disc is super quiet. Super quiet. Let's see if we got any leaks underneath. I think we're pretty solid. All right. So I'm going to let this thing do its thing. Probably gonna pull it outside and wait for that small fan to do its thing here, and then we can move on to what we got to do next. Well, not what we got to do next, but one of the things that I did a while ago, I will kind of tell you. So most of you guys that have Evos, let me go over here. Some of you guys that have Evos have had issues with the windshield wipers. So what happens with the windshield wipers is that you'll go to click it on and nothing. It just won't even engage, you know what I'm saying? So what you have to do is, I wish I had made videos about it, but what you have to do is you have to go under the driver's side bottom kick panel, and there's usually wires in there for that side of the car that get just frayed and messed up and or corroded. So in my case, it was just corroded. So I tried everything. I swapped over from my Evo 8 Ivy to Sapphire to try to see if I could figure out what the deal is, until I actually found that broken wire. So yeah, it's too late for me to do it now. So just know that if your windshield wipers are not going, check that kick panel on the driver's side, and then you should be all right. So what I'm gonna do is, oh yeah, why I started talking about this is that my windshield wipers weren't working. So when I put them back into Ivy, it was messed up. So like, instead of going up like this, they go down like this. So now I have to change the direction in which the wipers go. So not a big deal, but I'm gonna let this idle for a little bit, make sure that I have no leaks, and then we can take it for a drive. Let's go. You know what? I literally just stopped and I just thought about, there is a line that we do need to check to make sure that there is no leaks. Was that oil feed line or that oil line that goes to the those sensors? It has pretty good pressure, but I just want to make sure and double check here. So I wonder if I need my light. Hopefully I should be able to see it, but check it anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. No leaking. No leaking anywhere. No leaking anywhere. I'll show you exactly what I got. So before I was using this here, so this is my makeshift bullshit, and I'm pretty upset because nothing I did worked. So I tried this. I actually tried doing I don't know if I don't have it right. Oh yeah, no, I have it right here. So I had a 10 AN. So like even with this, and you can see my yeah, I don't know if you can see that. That's a inside there is a what the hell is that? Oh, it must be from outside. So I'm sorry. I'm listening for anything that could be unnormal, out of the ordinary. But next door they're working on the trees and stuff. We'll go out there in a second. But this is a thing that goes on a -10 to actually help it from stop leaking. But no type of AN fitting that I put on this car helped me out. So this is a push style to a 10 AN return line. That didn't help. I went to this, which I cut up a OEM you know, return line and put a thing on. That didn't help. Well, I actually don't know if this helped out because I didn't really drive the car a lot, but I don't think that it helped. So nothing that I put on this car helped. So hopefully this push style fitting will eliminate all of my other fittings, because like I was doing stuff that was super janky to see if it would actually work. This was something that I tried a long time ago when I first got my car. Stuff like this. Bang, it was a 10 AN you know, to a an elbow, and then another, like, you know, push style fit. Yeah, it was really janky. But I did get an official like 45-degree angle one. I'm trying to find it, honestly. I don't know what I did with it, but yeah, I did have stuff for days to try to figure this stuff out, and I just couldn't. But that's neither here nor there. Let me show you what they're doing outside here. So they got all this stuff. See that? They have somebody breaking up this stuff. So it's pretty cool, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty dope. Like they're actually cleaning up the property next to mine. They were supposed to put a 50 by 50 foot garage next to my house, but I don't know how that's going, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, and it doesn't really involve me, so it is what it is. So I'm really not too concerned about it. So back to it. I'm gonna let this thing sit for a little bit and wait for the fan to cut on. So I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folk, the time has come. I have been working on this Evo for a little bit now. What I had is the wiper blades, like I said in the previous clip here, was going down instead of just straight going up. So I didn't have the the wiper blades aligned correctly. So I had to go in there and mess around with the motor and stuff like that. But the car looks really good. I actually like wiped the front end down for a little bit. So we're gonna take it. Well, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I am on a small little, what do you want to call that? GoPro mount. So I don't know exactly where I'm gonna mount this, but one of the things that I will do is I will be taking my license, because I haven't driven this car in forever. Man, oh man. Listen. Don't know why it does that. I guess with the big fat injectors, this is what happens, but it is what it is. I will be changing that somewhat soon. We'll see how it kind of goes. I do have a set of ID injectors that are getting cleaned at the moment, so hopefully I can get those cleaned up, and maybe I could throw another fuel pump in here and then go for some juice, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say this. I want to really drive this car more, but we have to see how it kind of goes. So I have to make sure that this thing opens and closes. All right, so we're good. All right, so where am I going to mount this thing? So I do have an AMS bar back here. Unfortunately, it does not have a camera mount on it or anything like that. So what I'm probably going to do is shut the sunroof just a little bit and actually have this thing facing facing this way. So, yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me mount up, and then we'll take this bad boy for a ride. If I can pop in this this one side. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So I could not get my my thing to go here, and I take a notice to this here. I don't know if you can see that right off camera, or if you can. I don't know if you can, but this is my boost gauge. It is an STRI gauge. Only in Japan. Sound, but nothing too terrible. It's just like, could be like the brakes squeaking or something like that. Something a little ridiculous. So it shouldn't be that bad. But I will say this thing is running great. So far, so good. Let's car just like blew through this, like it's not waiting for me. Ladies and gentlefolk, we are back. Look at how many miles I put on this bad boy. On 17 miles, almost 17 and a half miles. And you know what? Let's look underneath the car. I don't see anything crazy. I will say this, that there's no smoke. Usually there's like a plume, well, not a plume of smoke, but a good amount of smoke that comes from my car because of the down the return line for the turbo. So I don't see anything that's crazy here. I don't see anything that's, oh my, like, listen, I'm super happy so far. Let's look underneath. Nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this bad boy back on the lift, and probably tomorrow or the next day I'm gonna do a couple things just to make sure that it's all good. But let me tell you something right now. If you are on the fence about getting any kind of twin disc, try ATC, Advanced Clutch Service. ACT, I'm sorry. Try ACT. When I tell you, it might be the best clutch I've ever owned. And that's saying a lot too, because I have this Nismo behind me. And I bought an ACT 6-puck for the Evo 5 here. Let me tell you something. The twin disc is something special. And I'm telling you what, it feels like you don't even have a clutch. I'm telling you that right now. So, yeah, think about a twin disc, that's for sure. Hold on, let me get another battery quick. All right, so I'm gonna be very complacent with this setup right now, just because I got to get used to driving the car again. But the car really drives phenomenally. So 17 and a half miles on the odometer already. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it back into the garage here, and I'm gonna let it sit over the next day or two, and then I'll come out and check it, see if there's any leaks. What I'm gonna do, I want it to heat cycle. So I didn't put it through any crazy boost that you guys saw. I like to hear the turbo, honestly. I like to hear the turbo, so I you know, revved it up a couple times. But there is a couple things that I really want to get done. So I do have a set of ID injectors getting cleaned at the moment, and they're big boys. They're big boys. So I really don't know if I'm gonna go with a double pumper. I don't know if I said that in the last section. Double pumper, or if I should go with a single Walbro 525 Hellcat. But yeah, there's a couple of things that I really despise about this car, and the one thing that really kills me is those injectors. Since those are fat boys, I have to drive it a certain way, so when it comes to a stop, I can't just put the clutch in, put it in neutral, and then just call it a day. I actually have to like throw it in the neutral and then just let the car coast, and then like it'll catch itself at idle. So I definitely think that it's got a lot to do with those injectors, because they're just trash. But they have been on the car for a long time. So they are like 1250cc injectors from FIC Blue Max. So the big fat boys. So they are really old injectors. So I need something new. So like I said before, I got a set of IDs getting cleaned. So I want you guys' opinion, because so I've had the other thing that's really bothered me about this car ever since I've, you know, like did everything that I got to it, is that with my F1i intake manifold that I got from AMS, the Boomba throttle body is a sticky boy. It's really sticky. It's got a lot of rev hang, so I was gonna show you, but I did another clip before this and I said some dumb stuff, so I just cut that out and I just put this one in. So it's got a lot of rev hang, so I don't exactly know, should I go with another Boomba? I did get the intake manifold used, so it could have been probably a bad throttle body, and I did not know about it. But what would you guys do in my situation? Would you guys get a new throttle body, or would you just go and grab like an adapter for an OEM style or OEM throttle body. So I'm very curious as to what you guys would do, because I'm on the fence. I can just buy another Boomba throttle body. They're like 300 bucks or whatever the case is, and just throw it on there. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do yet, or what I should do. But the car runs very, very good, very, very healthy. I'm gonna bring it in right now and figure out why my wideband is not working. So, but yeah, this is where I'm going to leave this video off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content that I create. If you do, please let me give me a comment down below. Let me know how you enjoyed the content. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave this one off. So I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, deuces.